to stop.
Rain in the forecast here at Cleveland has brought a lot of people's attention here to the first road course race of the season. Rain washed out all on-track activity for practice and qualifying all weekend. Jake Bassinger won the Sony Pole Award by default by being the point leader heading into this race. And with the qualifying being set by owner points, this is really going to mess up a lot of the road ringers that kind of thought they had this thing set for this race weekend. Some people like Sean Perkins, Zachary Fitzwater, starting pretty far back. They seemed like they would be pretty quick for this race weekend. However, never did get a chance to get on track to put any speed down to see how the qualifying would line up as. But you have some drivers like TJ Curtis. He won this race last year, won 3 consecutive races. He started inside the top 10. Jeffrey Finguy starting up there in 14th, looking for some more guys. Matthew Rodriguez and Luke Martin, pretty solid on the road courses. They're in the top 10 as well. Steven Jenkins in the top 5. But you got some drivers like our point leaders, Jake Bassinger, Dom Capps, Jesse Tunner. They're going to have to prove themselves here today, starting first, second, third, because they've never really been known as road ringers, but they're have to be starting right up in the front of things. Now, rain has been in the forecast all week, and it's actually raining right this second, so we don't know if we'll be able to get this race in, or we're going to go racing on these rain tires. The only reason we didn't get to run all weekend is because we've had bad thunder showers. However, it's just raining out there right now, and we might get a race in. Jake Bassinger is going to lead us down. It's going to be an exciting round 8. As the pace car begins to pull off, it is raining out there. And this is going to be one of our first road courses of the season. We had a rain race out there at Canadian Tire. We're putting on the rain tires here. The green flag flies. We're racing here at Cleveland. Oh, trouble in the back. Somebody went straight into everyone. Jesse Tunner heads off turn 1 with the lead, but somebody jacked up everyone. In a turn 1, there's a big flip off the exit of turn 2. Heading off into turn 1, it's already slick and wet down there, and Dylan Young gets jacked up by Nick Mace, which Mace was getting shoved by Finguy, and a big wad of cars went off the first corner, didn't even make it to the next corner, and then Scott Roush, Jeffrey Finguy, all these guys, including Dom Capps, coming back in and flipping over some of these guys that are trying to get back going. On board, Jeffrey Finguy. It's just so slick out there. You try and get all you can, heading off into the first corner with it being wet and it raining. But man, there just really wasn't a whole lot you could do. It was slick out there already. The point leader, Jake Bassinger, had no idea what's coming. He came in here real cautious, got jacked up by everyone else, came in hot. Oh man, what a big hit in the points it's going to be for some of these guys. Well, after the first turn mayhem, Jesse Tunner has taken out with the lead. Steven Jenkins, DJ Curtis at second, third. PJ Williams, who started near mid-pack, has worked his way into the top 5. Cody Lamas and Luke Martin are right up here. Carson Scott, Ryan Acosta, Caleb Hoffman. Sean Perkins started near the 30, or actually started 25th. And he's near the top, he's like near the top 5. And Jordan Davis the same way. And Perkins slides into the wall, slipping, sliding out there. Zachary Fitzwater also started deep in the pack. There he is, closing his way in the top 10. But as soon as I say that, Zachary Fitzwater slides, hits the wall. Kyle Collins hits him. And Fitzwater slides sideways. And he's going to lose a bunch of time he had gained on that start of the race. Dom Capps is in the pit road repairing on his race car, coming off a win at New Hampshire. Here he is. Just bad luck to start the race. Him and Jake Bassinger cleaned out in turn 1. He was repairing the damage. This is seriously going to take a big hit to him. Oh, some baiting and banging from Eric Burton and Nick Mace. Contact! Burton's around. Eric Burton spins off the bumper of Mace. He actually keeps it going and stays in front of Nick Mace. How about that? But Dylan Schwellenberg not so lucky. He got spun around, and he loses a bunch of time. Speaking of Eric Burton, he sits up here in 13th inside the top 15. He announced this week that he is stepping down from full-time competition from the Cup Series after 2018, and he will no longer be the owner for Athenia Motorsports. So, what's going to happen with Athenia Motorsports, whether he's going to hand the keys over to someone else or sell the whole race team to another race team for their cars and everything, we are not sure, but Eric Burton is the only one that knows what's going to happen with the future with that race team as he holds the keys for it, but he's holding on right now to a solid run. Jesse Turner's coming down pit road, the leader. I don't know what's wrong with Jesse Turner, but he gives up the lead on lap 3, and Steven Jenkins goes by with the race lead. I know that pit stops are going to be a big deal here, but this is really early to be pitting. Actually, a bunch of other guys pit. Bassinger, Schwellenberg, Griffin, Fitzwater. A lot of drivers are actually coming down pit road on this lap. Unsure why, but your race leader, Steven Jenkins, this is a really early time to be pitting. Maybe some strategy going on in the pits down there. Steven Jenkins and a bunch of other drivers are also coming down pit road. Unsure why. I mean, this is insanely early to be pitting. The rookie Caleb Hoffman and the veteran Sean Perkins have been duking it out, racing hard with each other the last couple of laps. And, oh, Sean Perkins just dumps the 94. Yeah, I kind of saw that one coming because Hoffman and Perkins were racing each other very hard for position for laps after laps. And finally, Perkins just bumps him out of the way. Your new leader is DJ Curtis. Maybe there is a strategy to pit early, or maybe the fuel cell just cannot handle going such a long time on the racetrack. I don't know why. This is a big deal for me. We have not seen cars on track all weekend. This is the first time we've seen any of these race cars pit. Cody Lamas is sitting there in second, Luke Martin in third, Jordan Davis in fourth, and Sean Perkins has worked his way into fifth. More cars are coming down pit road. Sean Perkins, Nick Mace, and Sean Harple are also in. Our leader, DJ Curtis, is now down pit road. He's going to hand the lead over to Cody Lamas. Lamas is the new leader. Luke Martin, Jordan Davis stayed out. Basically, the whole field is deciding to come on in early. Some more of our leaders are in. Luke Martin is down pit road along with his teammate, Jordan Davis. Due to the amount of strategy, Cody Lamas is still out there on the track. Josh Crash is in second, Casey Lester in third, Nick Pericles in fourth, and Garrett Sidner's back there in fifth. And then you see Jesse Turner, who is pitted early. He's marching his way back to the front. Garrett Sidner coming down pit road along with Nick Pericles. So maybe this is a good strategy for Jesse Turner. Bradley Bishop Jr. started dead last. He's all the way up inside the top 10, battling with Jesse Turner. Sean Perkins continuing to be very aggressive with his competition, moving Jordan Davis out of the way, running side by side with Chris Dodd, who spins it in the back. Jordan Davis going to get right back at Sean Perkins. Perkins has been very aggressive with his competition today. Wouldn't be surprised if I see him getting the stewards and talk after the race. Racing hard with Jordan Davis for position. That's for the 12th spot. And I believe that Dejon Weeks just spun it behind, but Weeks is having more troubles this race. 41st position right now. I'll be honest, I think the wet conditions out there is making it near undrivable. I don't know why, but all of these drivers are having to pit way earlier than expected. Jesse Turner in a second time. He was in the top 5. But still, Cody Lamas has not pitted all race. Cody Lamas, Casey Lester, and Bradley Bishop Jr. have yet to pit all day today. And this could be a winning strategy for these guys since they found a good setup that's able to run out there in the cold, rainy conditions out there. Not sure why all these drivers are having to pit as much as they are, but it's opened the door for them guys to be sitting top 3. Steven Jenkins is back there in 4th position, and DJ Curtis is in 5th. These drivers have pitted, and some more drivers are starting to pit for a second time. The leader, Cody Lamas, is on pit road along with Casey Lester. I think Bradley Bishop Jr. is also coming down pit road. He is on lap 12. So it looks as though these guys will have to pit at least one more time, and this could be big for them, guys, since a lot of drivers are trying to pit 3 times, maybe even 4 times. So tires are very, very valuable, and you can tell that by the fall off that these guys are doing, that you slow down by a lot out there. I don't know, this is a pit strategy race. I don't even know what's going on. Cody Lamas had merged back on the track, but Jordan Davis skips him the bumper, spins Cody Lamas out, and flat spots the tires. So Cody Lamas has got to come back down pit road, and since he flat spotted the tires, he couldn't even make it on the pit road barely. But Lamas had a great strategy going, and that's gonna kill him. But with Lamas having to pit an extra time, you ought to keep an eye on the rookie Casey Lester and Bradley Bishop Jr. They may have a good strategy to win this one. Meanwhile, back at the front, Steven Jenkins is your race leader in the 1 Ford. DJ Curtis back there in 2nd. 3rd position's Luke Martin. 4th is Jordan Davis. Sean Harple's in the 5th. Caleb Hoffman, the rookie of the race, right now in 6th. 7th position, Kyle Collins. 8th is Jeffrey Lynn. 9th is Chris Dodd. And rounding out the top 10 is Nick Gierkles. Bradley Bishop Jr. is ahead of Casey Lester. And if he can only have to pit one more time, he may be sitting in the catbird seat to get his first Sony Cup Series victory. The leader is in. Steven Jenkins on lap 15 is on pit road, and he's going to hand the lead over to someone else. DJ Curtis is now the new race leader in the 19 Ford for Cybertron Motorsports. Curtis has yet to win a race, and a lot of people looked at Curtis to be the favorite to win on the road course and get his first win of the season, since he won this race last year. 3 road course victories back to back to back in 2017. He leads the way, but he's got to pit here shortly. He's on a different strategy than most other people. Despite getting wrecked on the first lap out of the lead, Jake Bassinger is in the top 20 right now. We're going to look at our title contenders. Bassinger in the top 20. However, he's also... all the teams out there are fighting strategy right now, trying to get a good strategy. Matthew Rodriguez sitting there in the 21st position with him, racing hard. Jesse Tunner in the 17 car is in 9th position. Remember, he's only 14 points back to Jake Bassinger, and Dom Capps 31st, going to lose some points to Jake Bassinger. All 3 of our title contenders having troubles today, besides Jesse Tunner, really. But Tunner, he's on a different strategy, and I'm not sure that one's going to work very well. The leader, DJ Curtis, is down pit road. Looks as though he's going to hand the... no, Luke Martin's going to come down pit road. Same with Jordan Davis, who's 4th place. Sean Harple for Athenian Motorsports is also going to bring it in. The rookie, Caleb Hoffman's going to stay out and take the race lead. Some more tempers flaring. Steven Jenkins and James Richardson tangling right here. Richardson and James, like James Richardson and Steven Jenkins, they have been racing really hard with each other, and finally they just got together and almost wrecked each other. Tough break for Bradley Bishop Jr. He spun against the outside wall like a lap ago, and he had to come on in and change tires, so he had to get off sequence, and it's a tough break for him. He was going to make it all the way. He possibly still can, but this is going to really hurt him. The rookie Caleb Hoffman has brought it in, and he's going to hand the lead over to someone else. Your new leader now is DJ Curtis. And now looking at the first batch of strategy that we saw from, I believe it was Cody Lamas, Casey Lester, and Bradley Bishop Jr. earlier, they were able to go 12 laps on a tank of fuel, and that seems like the goal here. So 12 laps, anybody that pits now would be able to make it all the way on fuel. However, tires have been a big deal, and I'm not sure why it would be, but some of these drivers having to pit way more than they should be for tires, and I don't know. It's going to be very unpredictable to the end to see who can make it to the end. DJ Curtis just ran his best lap of the race last lap. He's really getting the handle of this track. and the wet conditions out there. He's just got to stay out of trouble and make sure he handles the car where he won't have to pit an extra time to fix any damage or to have to pit for tires. I think he's going to have to pit at least one more time, though. Just by about lap 20 is where you needed to stretch it to pit, and Curtis is yet to pit. There's some drivers like Bradley Bishop Jr. back in 10th that did pit on lap 20 that could make it on fuel. Curtis is not one of those, and the same can go for Luke Martin back in 2nd, and same for Jordan Davis. Sitting there needing to pit, they're on the same strategy. This is a big battle here for the 10th position. Perkins again shoving his way on James Silverfox. Look at him going up the middle, 3 wide. This is for 10th spot. One of the best battles we have on the track. Nick Mace lurking back there as well. But man, Sean Perkins has been like extra aggressive all race. He's going to get the 10th position and work his way by Silverfox and Bishop Jr. More problems for the point leader of Jake Bassinger. Definitely gonna lose the point lead after this one. Back here in 37th position. He has lost a bunch of time. He had to pit multiple times for suspension failures. And he has lost a bunch of time. Dom Caps has worked his way up the order a little bit in the 23rd. However, the new point leader right now would go to Jesse Turner, who's looking to extend his top 10 streak to 7 for this race. He has finished in the top 10 in every race since Daytona. Looking like he's going to continue to do that unless he has to pit. DJ Curtis coming around, though. It'll be the white flag. Can he make it back? White flag is in the air for DJ Curtis. The final lap. It's been a race of chaos, and he looks like he's going to bring it down for the victory. 2nd place, you got to go all the way back to Luke Martin. Luke Martin, the super sub for Charles Sanford. Martin's been so close to a victory for this race team. He has been working his way up the points chart. He's like top 15 in points by missing 2 races. And this could possibly be his last race for Mace Enterprises, with Charles Sanford possibly in the wings of returning. So we don't know what Martin's going to plan on doing. Davis is in 3rd. 4th is Caleb Hoffman, the rookie. Jeffrey Lynn in 5th. But up front, DJ Curtis, way out in front and in clean air. Looks as though he's going to take down this one in a very rainy chaos race of Cleveland. He's going to defend his crown as a winner here at Cleveland. As he comes back around, DJ Curtis going to win his first race of the season here at Cleveland. Checkered flag. DJ Curtis wins it. Oh, and the rookie Casey Lester nearly wrecks in the back. But coming back the line, Luke Martin is going to bring it down and get 2nd place. What a run for Luke Martin, and possibly what could be his final start. We don't know that for sure, whether Sanford will return next race or not. Davis gonna bring it home 3rd. But congratulations to DJ Curtis on the victory and getting another road course win to his name. Let's get you to our finishing results and standings after round 8.